So some of you guys were wondering, do I have a winter regimen? The weather is definitely getting colder and colder. We're in autumn now, and some days it feels like winter, but we are really getting into the cold winter months. So to be honest, I don't do anything specifically drastically different. But I do protective styles all year. Like all year I am just into protecting my ends and just keep leaving my hair alone as much as I can to get maximum growth, to retain my growth and not to ruin any of my, you know, my treatments that I do. Like I do my deep conditioners, so I don't like to leave my hair out a lot of the time. Like I said before, 1 month after I texturize, I kind of play around with my hair, leave my hair down, do bantu knots and flexi rods, and I kind of just have my fun then while my hair is all one texture. Then when I start getting regrowth in, I slowly start to transition back to doing my protective styles, which mostly are buns. For the winter, sometimes I'll wear a hat, like I'll have braids. For example, I air dry in braids every week. Sometimes the next day my braids may not be dry, and so that I don't tamper with my hair, I just leave them in those braids under my hat. But it depends where I'm going. So if I'm going somewhere like church, or if I'm, I don't know, staying home, I'll leave my braids in my hair. I won't touch them for the day. I'll leave them alone. But the point I was making is that sometimes I wear a hat to cover my hair just to keep it protected. So that's something that I don't do in any other season but winter, because I don't want to expose my hair to the cold, and you know it's vulnerable when it's wet and then it'll be cold as well, so I just keep it covered up. I moisturize, like usually I moisturize every other day, like in normal seasons. Well, not normal, but in other seasons. But in the winter I kind of, well, moisturize like every day, because I know that if I don't moisturize that evening, my hair may have some moisture in it, but by the time I wake up the next day and go out, when I come back from going out, my hair would have been dry. So to prevent that dryness, I always like to keep my hair moisturized. The new growth is especially dry, but because my texturized hair mimics my new growth, because I've left some texture, I like to moisturize the whole strand in sections. I also go according to how my hair feels, but then again, this is what I do throughout the whole year anyway. So with the products that I use, for example, if my hair feels especially dry, 1 week I will use a moisturizing conditioner to deep condition my hair and bring the moisture back into my hair, and throughout the week I'll just complement my hair by moisturizing it every day to retain all that. So on Saturday that just passed, I did my Keracare moisturizing treatment because my hair felt kind of dry. So yeah, that's what I did. So there's not really much to say. I don't do anything specifically different in the winter. I don't really do like protective styles like wigs or extensions, because I'm just simply not into that, and that's just not my thing. I would braid my natural hair, like single braids, but I don't feel it's long enough. And because my hair is layered, so the top part is like maybe the top to the middle part is like around collarbone length, and then the back portion is like armpit length. So I've tried to experiment with braids before just to see how it will look, and it just looks kind of weird where like the top half is shorter than the bottom. I'm not really comfortable with doing styles like that at the moment. Maybe as my hair grows longer I will do things like that, but at the moment I'm not comfortable with doing styles like that. So for protective styling, it's usually just buns, and I try to be creative with my buns. Like today I've done a low bun with a parting, and I've used a donut as an accessory to kind of, you know, make it look a bit, make it stand out a little bit. So but it's mostly buns with me. Like it's just boring old buns. I just leave my hair alone as much as I can and try to be as gentle as much as I can. So for the winter regimen, guys, not much to say, but I thought I'll just do this video just to let you know that, you know, there's not really much to say. I keep my things simple in my life. I like to keep stuff simple with like even makeup, daily makeup, you know, I keep it so simple. Everything needs to be on point, like everything needs to be fresh, but I like to keep it simple as possible, as less stress as possible. So I will show you my bun at the end of this video to show you what the style I've been rocking lately, to see how it's been coming along. And I've kind of got like little waves like on my hair because I always flatten it down with a satin scarf. But the main thing is that you protect your hair, do what works best for you, make sure it is as moisturized as possible, deep condition weekly, just do all the things you've been doing all year round. But whatever you need to tweak, then let me know. If you have any other tips, guys, or you want to share what you do that's special in the winter if you can't take the cold, that's absolutely fine. But usually I get through winter fine, just because I stick to my regimen. My hair doesn't have any extra split ends or extra anything, because I remain consistent. Some people say they can't take it, they don't want their hair to be out, it's too cold, but as long as you're doing the right thing, you'll be fine. So speak to you guys soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.